Good evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seekers, today I'm your host for the evening. My name is Anana. I'm from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seekers, I'm proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and ISO certified international educational and training institute. In the last 3 years, we have already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus professions and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professionals IGP is a training facility for skill development, which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professionals is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve students and community resources providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generations all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners through respective campus locations and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education isn't a business product; it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like creating our portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivational letter, and wall knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can upgrade all day. Kids learning, games website, free courses, converter sites, and many more will help to empower you to learn to meet the expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program, webinar, and online courses for youth and learners by professional trainers, speakers, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth that promote the education of the abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learners. We represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required. To lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity, IGP members are committed to offering effective, best quality services and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we have already completed 2,347 webinars successfully. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we have already completed 2,347 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speakers, participants, and well wishers, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We changed and designed our website www.edubygp.com. On this website, we have surprises for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all of our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without any account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. So create your account for once with your proper information. Note that with your proper information, you will enjoy all features. With mismatches data, you can do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competitions on our website. We will place Slido. You have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificates. Now it's easier and time oriented because after this session, we will not provide you with any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam after that. If you passed, you will receive your certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificates, speakership certificate. If you are a host of IGP, you can download your certificate of gratitude. If you are an online quiz competition winner, you can download your certificate of participation. If you all are selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participated in any award function which organized combined support with IGP, you can download that also. You can instantly prepare and download 18 type of instant certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influencer during the pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge Seeker, Certificate of Social Activist during the pandemic, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2020, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2021, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2022, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1, Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2, Teaching English as a Foreign Language and Assessment, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3, Digital Classroom Engagement 2, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4, The New Trends in Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5, Upskilling Organizational Leadership and Managerial Skills, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 6, Trends in Innovation in Mathematics Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 7, Research a Comprehensive Approach, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 8, Art in Teaching a Special Program in the Arts, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 9, 21st Century Tools in Teaching Mathematics, Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download 18 and within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1000 plus international level quizzes with verified certificates, teaching tips for teachers, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, gamification tools for teachers. You can join IGP Alumni. You can check out our 50 plus premium services websites for free and many more. Dear IGP well wishers, we promised previously, but lack of our technical issues, we are late sending you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous credential. We solve all issues from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You can check your dashboard for all webinar details. It's a cordial request to you. Check all buttons and pages on our website. Surely I can say you will be benefited. But thank you, note that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our services. At present, we are going to start our webinar 2346 and program name is Taught by Based Robotic System, and our honorable speaker is Sir Dr. Shovik Ganguly. And now is a very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir.
Good evening. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you so much for once again giving me this opportunity to speak. Uh, I can present, I suppose. Is my slide available? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hope you are doing great. On behalf of IGP Knowledge Seekers, wants to hear from you about you, sir. Now the stage is yours and over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my dear participants in this particular webinar. Myself, Dr. Shovik Ganguly, I'm serving as an assistant professor in the Department of Electrical and Instrumentation Engineering at Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, Patila. I'll be talking on IoT based robotic systems. So, first of all, we'll be touching upon what is Internet of Things and how will you connect this Internet of Things to the robotic systems, and in what application area are these IoT based robotic systems getting popular. What are the basic advantages of your IoT based systems or IoT based robotic systems, and how will I what are my challenges, what are my risks associated, and what are my future propositions, and finally we'll give a concluding remark about the topic. So this is the overview of today's session, uh, and let me go to the topic to give you an overview. So, basically, what is IoT? IoT is Internet of Things. So, when we are able to create a network of some physical objects that are embedded with some sensors, some cameras, and other activities, and when we are enabling communication through those physical objects or those devices through the use of Wi-Fi or internet or something of that sort. That is what we understand by Internet of Things, and this is helping our robotic systems. And Internet of Things is applied in several applications. We are finding them used in smart manufacturing or industry 4.0, whatever we call it, additive manufacturing as well. We find the use of internet of things in the healthcare systems. We are having wearable devices, several medical devices are coming up with the use with the infiltration of internet of things. So internet of things is everywhere. We are having it in smart manufacturing, in industrial applications, in healthcare industries, in agriculture sector. We have IoT based systems. The drone technology using communicating with the drone is also taking place. So internet of things is everywhere. So likewise, we thought that we should propose a topic on robotic systems and how does this robotic system will help us in some defense applications, in some healthcare systems to do some surgery work or something of that sort. And apart from that, we can also use them in different manufacturing sectors as well, making use of the industrial robots or something of that sort. So these type of applications was basically the background of today's discussion or today's lecture on robotic systems. So we are mainly focusing on communicating or collaborating or executing some task in some dynamic environment through the use of internet of things is what is our discussion today. And IoT will integrate some sensors, some actuators, some connectivities between robots to gather some information, to process those information, and finally respond to the environment in real time situations. So obviously, data management or data handling is also an important issue in this particular IoT based robotic systems as well. So when we are talking about IoT in robotics, we are actually merging robotic system with internet connected devices. So actually, we are having some systems which are interacting with the environment and other machines, and in some unprecedented way. So that there is an integration that is taking place with some enhanced automation. Some data collection is also involved. Some decision making capabilities or features are also there, such as in manufacturing or healthcare applications, or even in agriculture as well. So major applications are in defense, manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture that we are going to talk about today, and even some home and office services also will make use of IoT based robotic systems as well. Coming to the architecture of the system, we are first of all we will talk about the different system architecture, and then we'll move on into the hardware components and the softwares associated with IoT based robotic systems. So there are basically four layers, as you may find out from the very heading, that it is consisting of perception layer, it is consisting of a network layer, it is consisting of a processing layer, and finally nothing but the application layer as well. So perception layer basically contains some sensors or actuators to gather some information from the environment and perform the actions based on the commands being received. So the first layer is basically consisting of the sensors and the actuators in the to collect the data and also perform some actions when they are given some commands. The next layer is your network layer, which is used for data transmission between the robot and the cloud or other any other IoT based devices using some communication protocols. So basically, network layer is used for the transmission of the data between the robot and the internet on the cloud. Apart from that, there is a processing layer. The processing layer is involves some edge computing devices or even cloud platforms where the data analysis is being carried out. So a processing layer is mainly used for data analysis and decision making purpose that is taking place. And finally, it goes to the application layer. That means user interfaces or the applications that utilize the data which is being processed to make some informed decisions and control the robots remotely. So we are sitting at a remote location and we can control that particular robot from that remote location based on the informed decisions. So perception layer is consisting of the data collection. Network layer is mainly used for data transmission. Processing layer is majorly used for data analysis and final decision making, and utilizing the process data to make some informed decisions or controlling the robots finally remotely is being done in the application layer. So these are the basic architecture of any IoT based robotic system. Now, coming to the different components, what are involved in this. So, basically, it consists of two types of components. One is the hardware component, other is the software component. The hardware component basically consists of your sensors, actuators, or even your communication modules. What type of communication is being established, whether it's a Wi-Fi connection or a Bluetooth technology or even a 5G technology, those which are coming up these days. So it may involve some controllers as well. So it may be consisting of some microcontrollers, or even the programmable logic controllers are also there. The sensors may include the lidar, or your cameras, or even some thermometers or something of that sort. And mostly or majorly the actuators involve some motors. That means the types of different types of motors that are involved in the robotic system. Maybe some hydraulic motors, maybe some electric motors are involved. And communication module may involve the type of communication that we are having, whether we are having internet connection, whether we are making use of Bluetooth technology, or whether we are making use of some LoRa transmitter and receiver module as well. And controller is where your data is being processed and some analysis is being carried out on the data, and based on that some actions must be implemented to the robotic system to control the robot from a remote location. So basically we can have, if it's a small system we can make use of a microcontroller, and if it's a big system or a complicated system or an industrial process, or it is involved with the manufacturing sector, maybe some PLC logic may be there, or programmable controller may be there. What about software components? Obviously, as we talked about the different layers, like we talked about perception layer, we talked about network layers, likewise. So we have seen that there are some data analysis being carried out. There are some communication that is taking place between the robot and the cloud, something of that sort. So we require certain software, dedicated software for this IoT based robotic system. So we are mainly making use of Internet of Things to be moving on. And obviously, when we are making using of Internet of Things, so IoT based platforms must be there. It can be of Microsoft, it can be of Amazon as well. Depending upon the type of system or the type of robots that we are using, we can make use of IoT based platform. Some data analytic tools may be a part of the system software system, because we are handling a huge amount of data. We are gathering the data, we are transmitting the data, and some data analysis is being carried out in the third layer. So, of course, some data analysis tools or data analytic tools must be there. Some security protocols, because we are having an exchange of information that is taking place between the robot and the cloud. So, of course, some security issues can crop in. So obviously some security protocols must be there, or the communication protocols must be there, and there must be some firmware and middleware for integrating and communication, to establish communication between the robot and the cloud. So based on which we are having different types of software components. So this will be a part, means as we talked about the hardware components like sensors, we talked about actuators, we talked about different controllers that are used. Similar to that, we are having some software components as well. So this makes a total internet based or IoT based robotic system. Now, talking about some application areas, there are four major application areas that we'll talk about today in our short discussion. So we are mostly into manufacturing part. So we are having different automated or smart manufacturing. We are hearing terms like manufacturing as well. We are hearing terms like your IoT or even Industry 4.0, even Industry 5.0 as well. So industrial revolution has taken place to such an extent. So we are having a very much updated, or rather I should say, completely autonomous plants which are handled by robots. So of course, our one of our students had been working recently in a company which is completely automated. It's a fan manufacturing company, electric fan manufacturing company, and it is completely automated. Every material handling that is taking place are being taking place through robots only. So autonomous material handling. So picking up and placing them at the appropriate place, or even painting a particular part of that part. We have already been talking about an automated plant. So there are actually some robotic manipulators which are carrying out the assembling process of a car, and even to the extent of painting the car and where it requires continuous monitoring. So some predictive maintenance has also been carried out in manufacturing units as well, and where there is a necessity for quality control, that is also being taken care of in real time by the robots or the IoT based robotic systems. So major application is handling any material that are involved. Maybe some hazardous materials are to be carried from one place to another, and they are being transported and the continuous monitoring or the control quality control part has is being continuously being handled by the robots as well. So these type of applications are the major applications when we are talking about IoT based robotic systems in the manufacturing sector. When we are talking about healthcare has taken a tremendous lead in the recent times, where we have robots working as a surgical assistant for you, or it is being used for patient monitoring as well, or some care is needed for a patient. So that is being taking place through robots. Even surgeries are carried out remotely through the help of your AR and VR technology, making use of the robotic systems and automatic medication dispensing systems. So these are also part where robotic systems are being involved. So it is a complete package that involves completely automation. I think in China they have established a robot where hospitals are run by robots, and there are as many as I think 25 to 30 doctors, not doctors exactly, but they are robots who are handling care, and they are handling the patients, and if any emergency is required, they are being handled. And they have been trained doctors. They have passed all medical examinations, all the toughest medical examinations, and they are being operated in a hospital to take care of the different patients. So everything out there is an automated and simple. So healthcare is another important aspect where the IoT based robotic systems are of use. Another important sector, as we are talking about robotic systems, we are talking about some drone technology. Likewise, we are having crop monitoring, we are having livestock management done through IoT based sensors. We are having some autonomous tractors in the field, or even the harvesters are there, which can be automated. And several types of smart agricultural applications can be done with the help of robotic systems. This can parallelly be done using the drone technology as well, but also our robots are there for monitoring a crop, analyzing the things, and they're also having the livestock management as well. So these type of agricultural applications are also involved, where the robotics or robotic systems are being used. Home and service robots. We are talking about smart home automation systems. There are several applications. Initially, they started with ACs or electric fans, and now they have moved on for refrigeration system. They are moved on for TVs, television sets. Everything are being automated. Even your doorbell, if you ring, uh, who is entering your room, or who, the CCTV camera is also there. Some alarm can be there if there is an unknown person who is unknown visitor in your home or something of that sort. So definitely can be used for the security purpose, robots as well. Even some personal assistance robots are also a part of the office system as well. So in several service industries, we make use of this personal assistant robots as well. So these type of things can be a part of our IoT based robotic systems as well. So this is another area where which can be thought of as an important application area for IoT based robotic systems. Even we talk about defense applications. When we initially patented, we had gone for an IoT based robotic system based on the defense application. So how they can be used for the military uses, or how they can be used to navigate a workspace and check whether some enemies are there or something of that sort. So cameras, sensors, everything can be incorporated to an IoT based robotic system to work with the defense persons as well. So the basic advantages of IoT-based or IT-enabled robotic systems are manifold, but we'll talk about a few today in our discussion, which we are being talking about. First of all, automation is a key, and definitely coming with automation, which we require also the precision with in real time. So obviously, we require to make our robotic systems more and more efficient. So, increased efficiency is a major advantage of having an IoT enabled robotic system. First of all, second, we can talk about we can add up any devices, add up any feature, add up any capabilities to the system so that it can be made scalable, uh, adaptable to various tasks or various environments. So you can use them in different manufacturing sectors where some hazardous or the radioactive chemicals are being involved. So robotic applications can take place out there too. So they are entirely flexible. And of course, when we are having human workers in place in some hazardous environment, and if we replace them by some robotic system, obviously we are ensuring some safety features to our human workers as well. And of course, there are certain decision making facilities which are being incorporated, and based on some extensive data analysis, they are able to make a very good decision making as compared to the human beings. So data driven insights are in a better place as compared to human beings. So this is another important advantage of using an IoT based robotic system. Now, the four major challenges that we are talking about, and we'll elaborate about them as well. So, first of all, when we are using or when we are communicating between internet or cloud or something of that sort, so obviously there is a chance of a cyber attack or something of that sort. So, security issues are of course a part of the system or part of the inherent system. So definitely we need to look in for the security related issues, or when we are doing it for defense applications as well. So definitely some interference must be there from some neighboring countries or something of that sort. So that can play a crucial role in our preventing our system, that how we are making our system secured enough, or how we can eliminate out any cyber attacks that are taking place. So security is a major challenge as well. Since we are handling a huge amount of data, data is being transmitted, data is being analyzed, then some decision making is being carried out. So it involves a huge data handling. So of course, it involves how to handle a big data. So that is also a major challenge, a major consideration in this particular. Then the technical integration part, that which sensors or which actuators we are used with the robotic system, how they are communicating, how they are integrating with the robotic system, or how they are sending the information or communicating with the Internet of Things, or something of that sort. So that is basically another major challenge. And of course, reliability of the system. This is also crucial as well. So we'll shortly elaborate about the different types of risk or challenges associated. So first of all, talking about security risks. So of course, there is a vulnerability to hacking, or when we are making use of the internet connections, or when we are going for certain uh, connectivity, when we are establishing connectivity between cloud and the robot. So of course, there is a chance that there is a cyber attack, there is some hacking issues associated. So some encryption must be done, and some secure communication protocols must be established. So there is a need for a robust encryption system, and also a secured communication system between them, so that we can avoid the risk of any security or data privacy issues like that. So presently, it is handling a huge volume of data. So of course, big data is involved. So how do I, coming from numerous sources, how do we handle it? How do we ensure that there is a privacy being maintained, and data privacy and data compliance with the regulations, or the standards, or the safety protocols, or something of that sort. So that is also a major challenge. That how do we handle this huge amount of data? Apart from that, when we are talking about technical integration that is being taking place with the existing system, so without disrupting the operations, how we can add up any feature, how we can improve the capability of the system, or how will the different devices communicate with the IoT based platforms, or something of that sort. So compatibility issues are also equally crucial to look at, because we are giving basic overview of IoT based robotic systems. So we are not entering into the technical issues or technical integration, that how our robotic systems on the cloud platform they interact, how do they communicate, how do they develop some interaction between them, and how do the different devices communicate with the IoT based platform. So that is also equally important, that how to integrate them technically. When we are talking about performance, that we have to deliver at real time. So whatever data analysis is there, or whatever actions must be taken, that should take place in with minimal downtime. So of course, the performance must be consistent, and also managing the latency, in case example, you are using it for a defense application, and there is an attack, there is a certain attack from an enemy. So of course, you have to react and provide a decision in real time, or in some critical real time operations as well. So of course, these are some of the major challenges as of now. And the technology is in the development phase also. And we these things, and trying to do up things, things are taking place. Even 5G has already being approaching some developing countries as well. So definitely, the future is having some promise. But at the same time, there are integration of artificial intelligence, or even your machine learning, and even the autonomous capabilities and of the robots, and even your performing some complex tasks with minimum human intervention. So of course, that is our motto for preparing a robot, or making a robot, and establishing its connection with the cloud system. So there are advancements taking place in the fields of edge computing, so that current latency and reliability concerns can be eliminated as far as possible. And these type of inclusions, like in order to make decision making, some powerful AI and machine learning tools are being used, and how they will integrate with the IoT based systems and how they will enable the robot to perform even more complex tasks. So that is also a future which is there. So finally, the key takeaways of today's discussion, that why we wanted to have this particular discussion as Internet of Things based robotic systems, because this is a stepping stone to our automation as well as a digital transformation in several industries, in healthcare applications, in agricultural sector, even in some home and service industries as well. So, with the connection or the connecting devices or connected devices, or what we are calling at IoT based devices, these systems will have enhanced efficiency. We talked about scalability, we talked about flexibility, we have intelligent operations as well. So, these are presenting some new challenges in terms of data management, or in terms of security, data privacy, or security of the data as well. So we are heading for an evolution of IoT and robotic technology. We'll definitely explore some new possibilities, and we are expecting some possible new applications in the near future. So this is what I thought that I should add up to this particular discussion, because this is basically an eye opener for the listeners, for the participants all over the world, who may be from diverse streams or diverse technical background, or even some non-tech persons who may be enjoying this particular lecture of mine. So that this is basically a thing which is already in operation, and Internet of Things and this connectivity issues are being developed or in the developing phase or something of that sort. So that we are expecting that in the next 5 or 10 years or 20 years down the line, we'll be expecting some completely autonomous plants, completely autonomous manufacturing sectors, or even completely autonomous your agricultural sector. Smart agriculture is also in place. Smart healthcare is also in place at certain hospitals or something of that sort. So these type of things are getting developed for the benefit of mankind, and at the same time, it should not we should not go against science and talk about like it will make people unemployable or something of that sort. Definitely, it is for the betterment of mankind. It is human beings who are creating the robotic systems and not the other way around. So, of course, this will definitely prevail, and science will go on. Technologies will be advancing, and we are basically here to introduce this particular topic, so that if any person is from the technical side, they can go on, search out for any research articles based on IoT based robotic systems, and what are the different technologies that have come up, what are the different architectures, that basic architecture I've told you, that what additions are taking place in the research areas and in the research domains. And finally, how do I go about for these type of innovations, or uh, ahead, if you are from the technical background. So this is basically meant for that, and I hope that there will be some interesting questions at the end of this topic. So with this, I complete my discussion on IoT based uh, robotic systems, and I think we'll be having some one or two questions that I can discuss with the participants as well. Thank you so much once again, IGP, for giving me this opportunity to speak on an interesting topic, and maybe some eye opener is there for a few candidates who are from, especially from technical background, or even who are more keen on knowing some innovations, or the latest innovations, or the latest technology trends that are there in the different sectors, like I've touched upon, as agriculture, manufacturing, and even healthcare as well. So even the service industries I have talked about. So with this, I conclude my talk on IT-based robotic systems, and I'd expect that there should be some challenging and interesting questions that lie ahead for me to be answered. Thank you so much once again, IGP, for giving me this opportunity to discuss. And fortunately, it was a holiday for us because of Independence Day. So we are wishing all Indian viewers a happy Independence Day. And let me conclude, and over to you, IGP, for any queries, any discussions, any question answer sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seekers can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seekers. Once again, thank you so much, dear sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our questionnaire session, which is the more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable sir, please stay with us after a short video. We will be back in our session part 2, which is the questionnaire part. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After questionnaire, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After questionnaire, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After questionnaire, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After questionnaire, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. So there is a one question which is from biotechnologist 2080, and the question is, what is IoT?
Okay, basically, initially, I have already told you at the beginning of the introduction that Internet of Things, it refers to the network of physical objects, which we are calling as things. Usually, they are embedded with some sensors, softwares, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with some other devices and systems over the internet. So it may make use of the Wi-Fi connection. It may make use of the devices like Bluetooth or Zigbee or any 4G or 5G connections to allow the devices to send and receive this particular data.
There is another question for Kiwi Ishaya, and this question is, Sir Dr. Shovik Ganguly, do you think that is IoT and AI will cause unemployment?
See, there's a very crucial question, as I told you in my discussion too, that definitely we have to move ahead for developing science and technology, and of course, Internet of Things have appeared, I think, in the late 90s, and there are developments which have taken place, and of course, AI is getting very much popular these days with the technologies of Nvidia or Chat GPT or whatever you are seeing. These type of things definitely can be a possible threat, but we should not restrict ourselves to the advancement. We cannot restrict the advancement of technology that are taking place. We are not entering into an era that we cannot go back to the Stone Age or something of that sort. So we have to move ahead. We have to accept them, and at the same time we have to be judicious as well. So some minimal human intervention will be also part of this IoT based robotic systems as well, so that IoT and AI definitely will play a crucial role in the different sectors like agriculture, manufacturing, healthcare, service industries as well. And of course, we are finding that AI based things are generative AI, to be more precise, is gradually capturing the service industries or the markets. But still I don't think human they can compete the human beings, because it's the humans who have generated these things, or who have created these environments. So of course it cannot replace human beings as well. So that there is no threat as of now to the unemployment issues. But of course we can, if I have a completely automated plant, of course there are some human interventions as of now as well, even in the car plants, or even in the electric fan or something of that sort. Any automated plants will also have some human intervention. So it can be a threat to the populations, to the depending upon the population density of India or something of that sort. So it can be, some people may think that it can be a threat, but I don't think that this is a major challenge to overcome human beings or human interventions at all. So there will be some minimal amount of interventions which are there in these automated plants as well, so that IoT and AI will not replace or not cause unemployment at any point of time. Thank you so much, ma'am.
There is another question from Biotechnologies 2080. How you could relate the robotics in classroom?
Of course, there are robotics and automation things that are coming in the classroom culture as well. We are having some undergraduate programs. We are having some postgraduate programs as well, and also it has entered into the research part as well. So that the use of robotics in the classroom, of course, are being carried out by few universities in US. They are already practicing the making use of the robots to deliver a lecture or something of that sort. Even you are seeing some faceless YouTube channels, or even faceless Facebook channels or something of that sort. So they are being created by AI technology. So of course they can be, but at the same time, there should be some interference of the experienced teachers who are teaching a subject for last 20 years or 10 years or something of that sort. So of course definitely robotics have come up in the classrooms in some US universities, and they are doing well, but at the same time they are able to answer to the queries, and there are also support systems which are there, with some human intervention. They are carrying out or executing the lectures. So definitely they are also being part, which I probably missed out in terms of discussion with the IoT based robotic systems. But definitely robotics can be involved, or robots can be involved in the teaching purpose as well.
Once again, thank you so much, Honorable Sir, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable Sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, Sir. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Honorable sir, before you move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, sir. IGP Knowledge Seekers, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. IGP Knowledge Seekers, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification.